Welcome to CSS for Beginners, Part 4 on the Mech Bro. If you haven't watched Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3, make sure to check them out first to build a strong foundation. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mech Bro for more beginners friendly web development tutorials. Today topic is about CSS properties. These properties are text properties which are color, background color, font size and font family and text align. Don't worry, I will explain everything in a Visual Studio Code properly step by step. In CSS properties, the first one is text color. Text color is nothing but it changes the color of the text. So I will show you. One second. Let me insert let me provide the paragraph tag p and one more closing paragraph tag p tag, and inside this content let me provide the content as this is text color, this is text color. Okay, so let me provide for this paragraph tag, let me give a class selector. In yesterday's session I explained you what is class selector and all, so I am giving class selector here. Class selector, I am providing the name as TC, text color. I am giving the short form TC. Okay, so let me provide styling here. For styling I will use internal CSS. Okay, so inside this style tag let me provide dot, because we are using class selector. For id selector we will use hash, for class we will use dot. So dot tc and curly brackets. Inside this curly brackets I am providing text color. Let me provide color. I provide color as blue. So let me format this document. Format document. So it's already updated here. This is text color. Okay. The second property is background color. Let me show you here. Background color is nothing but it sets the background color of an element. Okay, keep that in mind. Let me show you here. Let me write the content as this div has a yellow background. Okay, this div has a yellow background. Okay, so let me give div tag for a class, and let me provide the class selector here. Class selector, let me provide the name as bgc, background color. Okay, I am giving shortcut so you guys can understand it properly, and it saves my time also. And in this style tag let me provide dot bgc and background color. I am giving it as yellow. Okay, so for aligning elements properly, use the format document. Okay, format document. You guys can see here this div has a yellow background, and you can see the background color is yellow color. Okay, the third property is font size, the size of the text. Okay, it actually changes the size of the font. So let me show you here. Inside this div let me create a paragraph tag p and a closing paragraph tag. Inside let me provide the content is this is a large text. Okay, this is a large text, and for this p I am providing class selector. class selector as big text, big text, bg text. Okay, bg text. Let me provide bg text, and let me use this bg text in the style internal css. Let me provide in internal css, let me use dot bg text and curly brackets. Let me provide the font size. First let me show you here, 1 second. Let me you can see here, this is a large text, this is the size of the text actually. Now let me provide the font size. Font size as let me give 45 px, 45 px, and you can see here this is a large text. You can provide any size, no problem with that. Even you can provide let me give 24 here, 24. Check here, this is a large text. The fourth property is font family. Font type, it's actually a font type and it changes the font style. Okay, so let me show you here. Inside this div, let me provide a paragraph tag, p tag, and closing p tag. Inside this content, let me provide the content as this text uses Arial font. There are many fonts, you can choose anything. So let me provide this text font. Let me provide the content name, content as text font, text font. Okay, so for this paragraph tag, let me provide a class attribute, class selector. 1 second, class. Let me provide the name as ff, font family, right? So let me provide ff. So inside, let me use the internal css for styling, and 1 second, dot ff and curly brackets, and let me type here font family, you can see here font family. I can choose any name, no problem. Let me use serif. Okay, let me use serif, serif. Okay, serif. Now check here, you can provide any name. Let me use the Arial itself, Arial, ARIAL. Okay, ARIAL, this is the font family. Now format the document, you can see here text font. And the next property is text align. It aligns the text inside its container. Okay, so let me provide the let me show you here. Let me provide paragraph tag. Inside this paragraph tag, a text is aligned, text align. Okay, let me provide text align. Let me provide id class for your understanding. Till now I used a class selector. Let me use id selector now. id selector, I am providing ta, text align, right? So I am giving shortcut ta. Okay, so let me use internal css itself. In internal css, as I told you before, for class selector we will use dot, for id selector we will use hash. Okay, now I used here, I selected here id selector, right? So I have to use hash. So let me use hash ta, and let me give the curly brackets, text align as Let me provide text as left. Okay, let me format the document, and I can provide right also. See, you can see here text align is in left side, so now I want it in right side, right? RIGHT, right. Now let me format the document. It's already updated here. You can see the text align is its right side, and you can use center also. Center. Now check it. Text is in center. This is how it works, text align. If you enjoyed the content in today's video, please like, share and subscribe. It motivates me to create more videos. Thank you.